just want to check in with y'all. Hold on. I just got turned on to this firebox stove guy. He does some pretty good camping and stuff with his dogs and his goats. He's got 12 million views on this here. I'm trying to get 500. But anyway, this one here is, well, it's part of my New Year's resolution. My only New Year's resolution is to make 5 knives to qualify, 5 knives to be judged by the American Bladesmith Society. So, in order to become a journeyman knife maker. So right now I'm an apprentice, and I just feel like it's time for me to go and do it. So I took a lot of extra time on this part of the blade, little details. Make sure just make sure it's right. You know what I mean? Just make sure it's right, and no ugly grind marks, and just everything in order and straight. And in order for them to be judged, you have to submit 5 knives, either have guards or bolsters, and they got to be fully forged. And this one's made from 5160 fully forged metal. So I pounded it out, on an anvil, and I'm going with some orange liners, rosewood scales, brass pins, brass bolsters, and there you go. It's just one. This is going to be number 1 of the 5, and you can kind of get the general idea of the shape there. It's a pretty simple knife, but a lot of little details go into it that can either make you or break you, and try to keep it simple. So if you want to see how it turned out tomorrow, please hit the like button, subscribe button, so you can see how this one turns out. I'm not gonna walk you all through the sanding process and all that stuff. It's kind of boring, but I want to show you how it turns out. So yeah, it's an exciting time. Thank y'all for those of you that have subscribed already, and yeah, stay tuned. Here it is. My desk is a mess, but here's a little flyby. What it looks like before. See that it's got a cut point. There's a little clue, and then I'll give you a little shot of what it's been looking like as I'm grinding it. So here you go. For the happiest march along on Earth, beginning in just Hey, it's good to see y'all again. Cut off some of the excess of the pins. I'm gonna peen these in right now. I'm gonna let you watch too. That's how exciting this is. It's just pure excitement. Anyway, I use this little on the vise. There's a little anvil platform here. It's kind of cool. When I bought it, I didn't intend it for that. That's what it is. Alrighty, let's. I'm gonna take this to the grinder, grind the excess off. This little edges make my little design, and I'll be right back in un minuto. And back. So that turned out pretty good. That's a 36 grit belt, so it's pretty rough. And like I said, that machine is fast, so any little, it's gonna mess up. So I like to do the big grinding on there, and then I'll take it to the small grinder, my little 1x30 or whatever it is, and I'll do the little details to it. So stay tuned. We got more coming. We got more to be continued.
But it's not $200 tonight, by the way. It's $160. As all the familiar trails are covered in deeper snow, and what lies beneath the snow-covered muskeg is anyone's.
Hey, so I've been doing a lot of hand sanding with finer grit, like 400, 600, 800, 1000 grit. So this knife is shiny. But then there's this little part right here. It's right underneath the choil, underneath the ricasso area. Right here. I'm gonna give that one a little attention with some sandpaper. Make sure it's not shining like the rest of the knife. So that's another few minutes of work right there. So it's not so straight. That's what I'm going to be doing right now. And then we'll have the big reveal. Dun 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 dun. Is that like Law and Order reveal? What the hell? Alright, let's do this. It's going to be a little bit of this stuff right here. A little of that action going on. Working on it now. I probably should have done this, paid a little more attention to it before I hardened it, you know. But I think it's all over but the crying. What I gotta do now is give it a polish, and then we'll cue the smoke. I think I finally got all the excess off, and you guys are gonna love this one. I always say this, but this might be actually the best knife I ever made. I really took my time with it, and it's straight, you know, shiny, strong, made out of the best materials here: rosewood, brass, 5160 steel. It's taken me about 4 or 5 days, you know, working on it. A lot of attention to detail. I still need to really fine tune the sharpening. Matter of fact, before I reveal it to you in all its glory, I'm gonna go sharpen it just to make it right, you know? Take it to that little sharpening tool I have. Yeah, this looks really nice. It's gonna be one of these knives I'm gonna submit to be judged, but honestly, as nice as it looks, I don't think it'll pass. I don't know, I'm gonna have to ask somebody. There's a couple of things that I'll point out to you, or maybe I won't. A couple of things that I think that will prevent it from passing, but they're really, really small details. But I think when you're applying to become when you're testing to become a journeyman, they're really nitpicky, you know? It's gotta be the best, I think. Anyway, let's, I'm gonna go sharpen this, and I'll be right back. And we'll give it a little paper cut test and everything.
Minute on that adventure, and I apologize to whoever we let down about that. We were looking forward to seeing what those amazing streams and private.
Guys, thanks for watching. Those of you that have been following this knife, I appreciate the subscriptions and the likes, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Rosewood handles, 5160 steel, brass bolsters and pins, and a real nice orange liners, orange G10 liners. Really happy with the way it turned out, and sharp as heck too.